What's up, guys? We are trying a new format here, broadcasting live from the Max corporate headquarters in sunny Morganville, New Jersey. Could we turn it that way? Let's check it out. Sunny Morganville, New Jersey, not Sunnyville. Well, not so sunny Morganville. Okay, I've got to share with you something that's incredibly important to the success of our program and to the success of each and every one of our members. You know, there's something magical that happens inside of a Max class that, you know, sometimes people just can't put their thumb on it. And I think that's in any organization, or call it, you know, a business or whatever it is. Sometimes, you know, you just can't put your thumb on that one thing. Like, you know, sometimes call it the X factor. That's the differentiating one thing that makes a place special, important, lasting in the lives of the people that it serves. So I couldn't come up with one thing, so we narrowed it down to 7. Of course, like, there's a lot more than these 7 things, but these are really the 7 key elements that make that individual Max class amazing time and time again. And it's kind of like baking a cake. If you leave out one of the ingredients when you're baking a cake, the cake won't rise. Well, when you're building your Max class, you have to make sure that you don't leave out any of the ingredients. And how many ingredients are there to building an incredible Max class? There's 7 ingredients. How many, guys? Say it out loud. 7. 7 ingredients. That's 2. This would be 7. 7 ingredients. All right, so here are the ingredients. Number 1 is turn it on. What does that mean? That means before you even get out onto that floor, you got to put yourself in the right state of mind. You got to put yourself in the emotional place that enables you to deliver a truly incredible class. Because the messages that you put out there through your body language, through your facial expression, and through your words are of the utmost importance. You might have heard the expression, it's not what you say, it's often how you say it. So as you're walking to the center, if your shoulders are slouched, if you're kind of hunched over, if you got your hood on, if you got your pouty sad face on, that's having an impact. And it's the opposite impact of what we want if your voice is droopy and all of that. So before you walk in there, while you're in your car, as you're driving to the center, put on your theme song. And you should have one, right? And get your own personal theme song on. And lift your shoulders up a little bit and start thinking aspirational, big thoughts about how you're connected to each and every person in your class, and how within your own heart and your own hands, you have the power to truly make a difference. I mean, feel those chills going down your spine. Actually feel the difference that you're making. And then you're putting yourself in the frame of mind to really give that class everything that you've got from the bottom of your heart. So it starts with, number 1, turn it on. Pretend like you have a light switch in you and literally flip that light switch on. Lift your shoulders up. Put that smile on your face. Put your theme song on. Start thinking aspirational thoughts. Take control of your own state and get ready to really give that high energy, amazing class. Put yourself in state. Number 2, warm up the members' bodies and their minds. This is a key differentiator. This was what separates the novice instructors from the pros. This is what is the rookies from the master level Max Challenge instructor people. All right, warm up the body. Why is it so important? The body, yeah, that's the easy part. And the mind. Actually, I accidentally left out a word. It should be warm up and stretch the body and the mind. So the warm-up part of the body is, okay, you're going to do some light exercise. You're going to do jumping jacks. You're going to do jump rope. You're going to raise the heart rate a little bit. You're going to break a light sweat. Why? Because you're about to stretch the body and you want to raise the core temperature of the body before you engage in that stretching. That's an important part of the class. Make sure you're doing the warm-up and the stretching, right? But here's the second half of number 2. Warm up and stretch the mind. So there's 2 ways to immediately affect an individual's performance, whether it's yourself or the people in your class. 1 is affect their physiology. How do you do that? Get them moving right away. Before you start talking, get them moving. And watch what they're doing. If they're moving their arms, small circles, come on guys, let's go. Big circles all the way. Really get them moving. Because as you get moving, it produces chemicals throughout your body which do what? Elevate your mind and put you in a more productive state. Okay, so number one, affect their physiology. That's the way that they're holding their body. Okay? Number two, affect what people choose to think about. So who knows what people are thinking about when they walk in there? They could be thinking about what they're going to have for breakfast after the class. They could be thinking about the problems. They could be thinking about what they just heard on the news. Affect what they choose to think about with the words that come out of your mouth. Lift them up and help them to focus on a brighter future. Hey guys, strap in, buckle up, because we're about to go on a ride together like we've never gone before. We're all going to bring ourselves to levels of excellence that's just a little bit further beyond what we did in the last class. Let's get ready to do this. Let's have some fun. Let's challenge ourselves. Let's blast it out and give it all we got. Ready, set, let's go. What they choose to think about is sometimes just what's in their environment. And we choose what we put in that environment in the Max class. All right, number three, deliver effective level 10 max effort workouts. Now, I know some people, they call it a HIIT workout. I know some people call it a Tabata workout. No, it's different. And we're going to even differentiate it even more so that every single person on the other end of this understands through additional videos and additional training exactly what I mean by a level 10 max effort workout. But for today, I'm going to give you a high-level overview of what I'm talking about. Number one, the first part of number three. You must deliver a max level 10 max effort workout every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. What does that look like? It means that you start here and you bring it up and you go down, and you bring it up and you go down. It means that people are working their absolute hardest, giving it their max effort level 10 best for one straight full minute, as an example. And then they bring their heart rate down. They do a less intense exercise. And then you bring it back up. They give it their level 10, max effort, personal best, everything they got for 1 minute. What does that look like? That means that at the end, during that 1 minute, you can't physically, if you're giving it, when you're encouraging your class and you're really reaching them at the deepest levels and inspiring them to give it truly their all for those max level sets, they can't talk to the person next to them. It's impossible when you're achieving max level. They can't read a magazine, check the thing, have a drink of water. You're giving it your mind and your body, and you're taking your body to a place where it's impossible to be doing anything other than the exercise at hand, the task that's been put right in front of them. And then you bring it down. And then you bring it back up. Why is this so important? Because scientific evidence shows that this type of workout burns fat more effectively than any other workout on the face of the earth. What makes ours different is that we're going to be incorporating elements that don't only address the physical parts of working out, but that address what's going on inside of someone's mind, that builds them up to the point that they can actually achieve their max effort personal best. You guys get what I'm talking about? Because you know sometimes there's people in your class, they've never worked at that level. So we're going to help them build up to the point where they understand what giving it your all really truly looks like. And those those workouts are the ones where they're going to be burning fat throughout the day, beyond the workout. Number two, Tuesdays is always, 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 you know it, upper body day. We don't change it. We don't modify it. We don't it's always upper body day. Why? You want to educate your members so that they understand that as they build muscle, their bodies are literally becoming a fat-burning machine. Muscle consumes fat on the body. The more muscle on your body, the more energy it's going to take to feed that muscle, and it's going to go after the fat on their body. So make sure, Tuesdays, always, upper body. One of the biggest muscles in your body, your legs, your quads, everything down here below. That's why Thursdays are lower body. If you want your body to be a fat-burning machine, then you got to put a lot of lean muscle on your body, and the first place to go to work, lower body. Don't miss Thursdays. Educate your members. Help them to understand and stick to the formula. It works. Number 4, meet people where they are. I mean, this is a whole subject onto itself, but I'm going to briefly explain what I mean by that. Number 4, meet people where they are. Don't try to take people from 1 to 100. Take them from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. Help them to step out of their comfort zone just a little bit by offering the modifications, by making sure that it's a safe, comfortable environment that encourages people to be the best that they can be. Believe in them. Challenge them. Give them an extra, but don't give them so much extra that it's overwhelming and discouraging. Bite-sized chunks. Give them a little bit more than they can handle today, and the next day, and the next day. And all those little chunks add up to a big difference. But realize that number 4, meet people where they are, means also recognize the athletes in your program. And as much as you give modifications down from your base exercise, give modifications up. Challenge the people that maybe have been with you for a considerable amount of time to reach up, reach forward, and give them more advanced versions of the exercises. Number 5, create a cohesive community. The high fives, the smiles, the people getting to know each other, the group exercises. Now, there's going to be some people that tell you they don't like it, and that's okay. But I could tell you this. If you focus on the 10% of the people that tell you that they don't like that, pretty soon you're going to be left with only 10% of the people. If you want to get in order to maintain the incredible results that we're getting for people literally nationwide, I encourage you to make sure that you're consistently reinforcing and creating a cohesive, positive environment that encourages all members to be part of the community. Number 6, plank it out every single day. Don't miss even a day of doing the plank at the end of the class. The plank is proven to be one of the most effective full body exercises specifically for developing the core. Back problems disappear when you have a strong core. A lot of structural problems throughout the body, pains here, pains there, pains everywhere, disappear as you strengthen your core. So I'll tell you, one of the most important things that you must include, number 6, the plank every single day. It's also an incredible reference point. When people start the challenge in week 1, they might struggle with executing the plank for 30 seconds. But before long, 30 seconds becomes easy for them. And by the end of the challenge, you're doing a minute or a minute and a half or 2 minutes, whatever it is. That's an incredible reference point. To do that exercise, the plank, every day at the end of class helps to build our members' confidence in themselves. Incredibly important. Number 7 isn't just the power talk. It's the power talk, the huddle up, and the high fives. It's the whole thing. And I could tell you, I was guilty at one time. I left out the high fives for a couple days in a row. And one of the members came up to me at the end of the class. He says, "What happened to the high fives?" I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "The circling up and the high fives." He's like, that human contact, the high five, the acknowledging all the other people in the class is very important to me, and I think everybody else in the class. They said, duly noted, and I made it part of the program, every single day from that day forward. And I can tell you, all of these things is part of what grew our program in Manalapan from 32 to 500 plus members in a very short amount of time. These are the ingredients that baked the cake that was so incredibly powerful for so many people. All right, so let's get this into each and every one of our classes, each and every day, each and every week, every single 10-week challenge. Let's make sure that we're incorporating all 7 of these unique and very important ingredients into our classes. That's it. Take it to the max.